This is part of my Paint and Chat series, and this is Olia Hercules. Olia is an amazing person, and actually meeting today, she really is. It's incredible.
Thank you so much for having me, first of all, Annie. I'm such a huge fan, and this is just incredible to be here. I was born in Ukraine. I am an author and chef. That's what I've been doing for the past kind of 15 years. I have reconnected with art, particularly with Ukrainian folk traditions since the pandemic, and then even more intensely when the full-scale invasion happened in Ukraine. From embroidery to painting my kitchen door with your paints, journals, writing, everything is kind of interconnected, and cooking as well. All of these meditative practices really help me to heal, really, or to keep my sanity in times of adversity.
Yes, I can understand that completely.
Yeah, so a lot of young people are now doing quite a lot of research and documentation of Ukrainian folk culture, and there are some of the houses that are left in Ukraine where they're painted on the outside and also inside as a tradition which is actually embedded in this spiritual kind of magical tradition.
I've just this is the picture I wanted to see, to show, and that, I mean, I just think it epitomizes. There's two women. This is all their beautiful decorative houses. What did you tell me about these? This is in...
So in southern and central parts of Ukraine, the houses were made out of clay, so they would be painted on clay. But up north, you would have wooden houses, and they would just put some of the local kind of peat and clay around the windows, and they would paint those areas. And because in those people's minds, the entry point to the house was through the window. So for evil spirits as well as, the wind or something like that, you would paint ornaments around it to stop the evil spirits entering your house. So there's quite a lot of magic connected to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something else, before I'm going to getting Olia to paint, but I want to show you the depth of stuff she does. How many books have you written?
4 cookbooks and 1 memoir. This is just an American cover. It's just my design on the front. It's from my journal, so I just wanted to show you. So Strong Roots, a Ukrainian family story of war, exile and hope. And there's 100 years of my family history, starting from the 1920s. Even this is a tablecloth that I have at home, so an embroidered tablecloth, which is about 80 years old. And in Ukraine, we've got a technique called petrikivka. So in central Ukraine, it appeared kind of in the 1920s and actually stemmed from the tradition of painting your houses inside. And what you would use to paint would be cat hair brushes.
That's right, you heard it right. Cat hair brushes.
So if anybody has cats with long hair, don't distress them, obviously, but very gently you can cut off the long hair of the chest. And then you make these brushes that when you wet them or when you put them into paint, they have a very, very thin tip.
Yeah, let's get going. We're going to paint, Olia and I, mainly Olia, is going to paint this breadboard, which we've done in Oxford Navy.
Right.
And this is a design that Olia did before she came. But, I mean, it really would be lovely. I think if she was at home, she could do all of that. But I think it's too much for now. But we've decided we love
Dill.
Dill.
Dill is life, is my life motto.
Oh, that's so nice. It's really beautiful. Does it actually have any symbolic meaning in Ukraine, or just...
It's just a herb that everybody loves and uses in so many dishes, and...
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's just
gorgeous.
Something that we love in Ukraine.
So as a chef, that's really important.
So there's this Ukrainian homes were not about minimalism at all. If anything, it was that kind of really intense maximalism, just full of life. Just like the gardens would be bursting with flowers and greenery, the same would be happening in the house. So your ceiling, your walls, your objects, the furniture, everything would be painted.
Fabrics, painted walls.
Also embroideries hanging on the wall.
Yeah, we don't do enough of it these days.
So you're going to do the Indian bowl.
I'm going to do, this is a papier-mâché bowl, and I'm going to see what I can do. We're very proud of ourselves. I think what Olia's done is absolutely beautiful, really gorgeous. This is mine, which is, I'm not a folk painter, I'm not Ukrainian, but this is inspired, and I think that's really, I took the colours from that lovely little book and did my own thing. She says it's a bit Bloomsbury. Okay.
Oh, it's a mixture. Yeah, it's Petrikivka, Bloomsbury, Love Child.
Yeah.
I think it's a nice combination.
What she said. So, well, thank you very, very much. I've
you for having me.
really enjoyed it. It's lovely.
Thank you, Annie.
You. I think we've all been inspired.